Alright, so here we have the ryobi two-stroke whippersnipper, weed eater, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and it goes okay. The idle is rough. It doesn't want to go to full speed. It bogs out at high RPM. So yeah, I believe it's the exhaust issue at the moment. We can take the spark plug out and all the rest of it. That's just something everyone can do. But what I've done here, I've just taken the back off and undid these two bolts that go through the side for the little exhaust. That's boring to watch. So yeah, let's see where we come from here. Is you take the exhaust out. So the exhaust goes in there, out here, and if you've had a whippersnipper or anything in the last 20 odd years, it probably has a spark arrestor. So there should be some gauze matting, which there seems to be in there. Let's see if I can get the light on. So yeah, it looks a little gummed up in there. So let's see if I can pry that off. So I'll get myself a screwdriver. So doing this one-handed like most of the jobs I get up to. Just going to pry it off. Bear with me, I think I'll need two hands for this job, so yeah, one moment. Alright, yeah, so just one hand to hold still, and yeah, alright, let's take a look at this guy. Oh boy. So yeah, it is clogged up, so exhaust isn't getting out, which means your fuel and everything can't get back in, and that's closed off. So yeah, some people like to use a torch, heat it up, and then burn off the carbon. I'm going to try a different method, because most people don't have a torch. They might not have a safe space to use an open flame like that. So I'm going to a little bit of parts cleaner perhaps. Maybe that'll do the trick, as the saying goes. Not really. Let's give some acetone a go. So I'll just open the bottle. Let that soak in there for a while. Give it a little scrub with a toothbrush or something, and we'll go from there. So yeah, just give us a few minutes and we'll give that little scrub. So you can't even see through it, it's that clogged up. So yeah, alright, let's give it a scrub. Alright, so the acetone etc wasn't really working, so what we're going to do is we're going to use propane torch and heat all the carbon up. There probably will be quite a bit of flame. That's okay. Burning it all out. So it's getting much clearer now. So what this really is a metal gauze made of various materials, probably some special materials, maybe not, but either way, just the same system as in a car. You're supposed to go for a big drive down the highway, you know, go for a drive, 50, 100 kilometers, burn a whole bunch of fuel to clear off this, which is supposed to make it more efficient. It's just doesn't make sense. Anyways, so we got this bit, and yeah. So what we're going to do here is go down. Pick it up. Got that stuff off there. And yeah, so needed a better gripping tool, so yeah. Look at it all glow. Look how much clearer it is. It's closed off at the top. I don't know if that's sort of welded together or pinched or what, but yeah, we get the point. Bit of a clean up there. So yeah, if your two-stroke whippersnipper, weed eater, weed whacker, whatever you want to call it, is bogging out, it's probably this, especially if no one's ever looked at it before. You know, it's getting fuel, it's getting air, everything's clean and you can't figure it out. This is probably what's wrong. So don't throw it away, just grab yourself a little propane bottle and clean off this little guy here. Just a wire brush. Turn it over. The other side. Doesn't need to be absolutely perfect, but enough that you can use it. So. Yeah, looking pretty good now. You would think that using the whippersnipper would, you know, get it nice and warm and able to do this on its own, but it's not. So, yeah, you got to clean this out yourself. So, alright, that'll do for that. We turn this guy off and we reassemble. Once I've reassembled, I shall start it up and see how she goes. Here we go for reassembly. Putting that in there. Giving it, hold that down a bit. Just tap it in. I'm sure a lot of you know where that comes from. Alright, yeah, and there's a bit of oil and crap in there, so might as well get a paper towel and give it a little clean out. There, little bits of oil, grease and whatnot that's come out with the exhaust, or when it was last assembled, or even oil spillages, etc. when topping things up or whatnot. Anyways, so that sits there. This guy, yeah, holes line up. So, yeah, this guy sits in, match up the holes like that in there, and then it's the big screw through the side. Sort of try and line it up to go through. Alright, this is a little awkward one-handed, but you guys get the idea. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so the exhaust is back on. It's just 2 bolts here with a Torx bit, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. And then we got the cover plate that goes over here, and that's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 little bolts of this nature. So you got the machine screws that go into there. Then you've got the screws that go into the plastic that looks like this. And that's about it. So I'll put these in and be right back. Alright, so here we are. I've got things back together. The end isn't quite on, but yeah. Let's see if she'll start. So got the switch on. Give it a few pumps of the little primer just to be sure. Then yeah. Now remind you, this is completely cold. So yeah, give it about half, a little less than halfway. I guess it needs. That's a hell of a lot better. And that's with choke, so. So yeah, you can imagine that's fixed. The little rattles are just spat down the end there, so yeah. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. Enjoy, guys.